Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do your reading. It is not for the week ahead, my friends. It is for the rest of the year. So thank you so much for clicking here. Whether you click here all the time or you're a brand new person joining Ten of Cups Tarot Tribe, thank you so much for clicking here. I noticed that through my analytics, a lot of you come by and click, but you don't subscribe. So I hope that you will subscribe. Thank you so much for doing that and help me grow in this tribe. I am your Pisces sister. It is in my moon sign. All right, here we go. Let's talk about you, Pisces. We're going to talk about you from now until the end of the year, December 31st. Tell me about Pisces. If you're cross-watching a Pisces, thank you. All right, always welcome. Let's talk about Pisces. All right, we've got a couple of cards. We've got peace and new supportive connections. I like it. It feels to me like you have pulled yourself away from a group of people or a person who possibly was not necessarily in your vibration. Because as you come into this reading with peace in the very near past, which is yesterday or before that, we've also got new supportive connections. So it almost feels like you've pulled out of a vibration and now you're about to meet some new people. We've got great gratitude, joyous fun, and intuition and manifestation. I like it. That's the future. So having really great gratitude about having joy and having fun, and your gut is telling you that you are on the right path. You are with your kindred partnerships. I like it. I think you're about to find peace and love as well. There's two swans here, and swans do mate for life. Although they're mean. They can be very mean, very overprotective of each other. So I feel like there are a lot of things coming up in the next 6 weeks, or what are we now, the 5th? So, just the rest of November and all of December, there's a mountain in the background here, it indicates to me, I feel like there's going to be some achievements here. You see what's on the horizon. It feels like you've given yourself the gift of peace, and it's there where you are starting to dream again. That's what I think. It feels very dreamy, and that's you, Pisces, right? Kind of dreamy. And it feels like there's, all sorts of information coming in for you here. All right. Let's find out what is coming up until the end of the year for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter until December 31st, 2023. Tell me about the peace. I kind of love that you're in the energy of peace, Pisces, between now and then. I kind of love that. Oh, you've ended some things. I think you took full advantage of the full moon and the eclipse. Yeah, it feels like things have come to an end. And look, this is terrible. I shouldn't be laughing. This is terrible. It's terrible and painful. It's never a good time when you got to let go of people. But the truth is this: if you want your peace, you got to find out who the ones are that are the most negative, and you got to cut them free. You have to. And it's not like, it's if it makes you feel bad, you don't have to cut everybody out. But if they make you feel bad, and understand, if they do it with you, they'll do it to you, which means that, if you are engaged in gossiping with this person about other people, you can bet that they're doing it when you're not in the room. But what I want to say is the reason that you have peace is because of the Ten of Swords, that you are willing to go through the pain of letting people go that were not in your vibration, that were, kind of interfering things, making you overthink. They may even been lying to you along the way. We have, so the first card out is the Ten of Swords in the upright, for those of you who are listening and not watching. We have the Hermit energy. Hermit is in the upright, that is Virgo energy. We have the Six of Cups. I think you're still making cuts, Pisces. Yeah, I think that you've been making many cuts, like multiples. I don't think maybe it's a whole lot, but I feel like it's multiple things. And I think that as you're sitting here in your wisdom, trying to heal yourself from all of the loss you've just gone through or are about to go through, I feel as though there's one more cut that you need to make. I feel like you're in the hermit mode, thinking, going over the details of this, going over the details of the Six of Cups. Are they my friend or are they my lover? I always get both energies when I get the Six of Cups, unless I get other cards around it. And right now, I think that you're wondering, should this stay as a friendship? I've known this person for a very long time. Should this stay as a friendship? Because I think that you are, because you're in the mind frame of cutting things that don't serve your life anymore. I think you're really looking over the details of all of your relationships, and this could be friend, or this could be family. This could be someone that you have a deep soul connection with. It could be a romantic. Take it as it resonates. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse. So this is a space and time right now in this moment, I think, that is hard. I feel like you feel stuck. Things are coming to an end. You're trying to create peace by being in hermit mode, trying to go inward, right? Trying to find your own light and say to yourself, it's okay that I have to make these cuts. Because a lot of people will stay in the vibration of the people that they know are not good for them, just simply because they don't want to hurt their feelings, right? They don't want to distance themselves from that person. It might hurt them, and I get it. I totally get it, but I really do think that it's different this time for you, Pisces. I think you're really looking over everything, going over it all with a fine-tooth comb, and you're no longer scared. You're no longer scared to be alone. And I tell you, this is a powerful, powerful place to be in your life. And it doesn't mean you have to be alone forever. But I really do feel that everybody should be alone, doing their own thing by themselves for at least 1 or 2 years. You're going to find out a lot about yourself if you spend 2 years in hermit mode. And that doesn't mean staying home. That means no contact, no talking to people that are bad for your life. Yeah. It's like detoxifying your life when you're in hermit mode. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here. You're thinking about investing in something here. Starting something new. Something that's going to change your life here. Something that's balanced and healing. This is a very interesting read. So we have new supportive connections, but I feel like it's almost like the new supportive connections are sort of, it's stuck amongst these cards. And I feel like you're stuck, that you need to make some cuts from, I just really feel like for some of you, it's like people you used to hang around with, or that you do hang around with, that are no longer, you no longer have their views. You no longer, like, it's like you're ready to settle down. We've got Virgo and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. It's like you're ready to settle down in your life, and maybe the group you're hanging out with has decided that they're not settling down. But I feel like in order for you to have peace, you really do have to decide who you're going to bring relationships to an end with. And I think that it's going to hurt you and it's going to hurt them. But it's going to hurt you more in the long run if you don't make these decisions now. And I think if you're resonating with this, you're entertaining the decision of cutting out someone who is deeply connected to you, but really isn't, I feel like you spend your time trying to heal them, but you can't. You can't heal somebody else. You can't. So we've got new supportive connections, and I feel like it's stonewalled right now. It's kind of sitting here by itself because there's other things that are at play. So what I feel is that the new supportive connections are already are ready to step into your life, because this is like the near past or before that. And so I feel like as of yesterday, it's like all these new connections you could have are on hold, because you're still trying to figure out what energies to let go of. And once you decide to let go of some energies that no longer serve you or are no longer on your vibration, that's when the new supportive connections come in. But I think it's completely and totally up to you. Because you're the one who's feeling like you can't move, feeling stuck. And look, this is the block, right? We have your abundance, we have new supportive connections, and this is the block, the Six of Swords in the reverse. I can't move, I don't know what to do, I'm not really sure what to do. I haven't learned my lesson yet, right? It takes a long time to learn the lesson. Tell you what, when you open your eyes and you look around and you realize what you've been going on for so long, you're like, how did I let that go on for so long? That's when you start making cuts. And I'm not saying in a blaze of glory. I'm saying like pull your foot off the gas, my friend. Just retract. That's all. I'm not saying you have to even tell anybody it's the end. You can decide it and act accordingly. Those are your boundaries. That's not boundaries for them. It's boundaries for you. Got the moon energy, which is Piscean energy. It's also Cancer. And we have strength. What do you know? You know that there's a king on the way. Oh my. You know that there's a king on the way. The King of Cups is here. Whether they're feminine or masculine, the King of Cups is the one who is emotionally available. The person who's going to keep their cool, who's going to be good under pressure. That person is also someone who has a great depth of love and understands it from a very deep perspective. This is someone who kind of stands tall, someone who's respected and is very kind and very strong. I love when I see this combination here, the King of Cups and the Strength card, because that tells me that's someone who's standing up really strong in their masculine energy. It's masculine leaning for me, but understand that can be feminine energy as well. Take it as it resonates. But we do have we have Strength, which is Leo. So we have Fire and Water, which is Temperance. And that's why I love those two cards together. It is Temperance. Temperance is here, right? Fire and Water are Temperance. And I think that this king has the Two of Cups in mind. I think you don't see it coming, my friend. And I really do believe it's all dependent on what you do in the next month and a half or so. What you don't see coming is all the beautiful stuff. It gets really hard to let go, right? To let go of people, places, things that are very familiar to us. We tend to, that could be our carefully polished rut. And I feel like bringing some things to an end and going into hermit mode is exactly what you need for your peace. Tell me about peace for Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter until the end of the year, December 31st, 2023. Tell me about peace for Pisces, please. Oh, yeah, just say your piece. You have to speak your piece, my friend. And I think you may have gotten a chance to do that, or that is what is going to give you peace, is by finally just being honest and clear and with clarity with everyone. And, people that come toward you and want you to do things that you don't want to do, I think you're just going to say, you know what? It's just not my thing anymore. And I don't think you're my thing anymore. We've got the Death card. Yeah, you're going to speak up and you're ending things, right? You're closing doors on things. You have had a mental transformation. You've had a mental transformation here, yeah. And it's time to start letting go of some things that are not serving you. Again, the Six of Swords comes out in the reverse. It's got you stuck. So in order to have some peace, I feel like you are making some decisions to open some conversations with people to see whether they'll give you clarity or not. And if they do give you clarity, then you might let it fly. But I feel like for most of it, I feel like you're in the Ten of Swords energy. You're like, I'm not scared. I've already been stabbed in the back. I've already been deceived. People have already lied to me and hurt me terribly. I feel like you're not scared to lose anybody. Ten of Swords, yeah, brings us the Three of Wands. It's the ships that are coming in. You're making decisions about closing some cycles with people, because it's time for you to find out what it is that makes your heart, like sets your heart aflame. It's time for you to follow that thing, a new passionate path. And I think that whatever's going on here is keeping you stuck. We have the Hierophant energy. So, and what I want to say is that you're doing it in the kindest way. I want to say that the Hierophant is someone who is traditional, who generally is, someone who is a spiritual teacher, someone who probably has, it's Taurus energy, so it's very grounded, very stable and sturdy. And I think that's what you want. I think that you want a stable energy. You're going to take the path that you want to take. And I think it's time that you did that. The Three of Wands is here. You need to expand. It's time for you to stop playing it small because the people around you are playing it small, Pisces. Tell me about the Hermit, please. Tell me about the Hermit. There it is. You're making decisions while you're in hermit mode. You're thinking about these connections that you've had for years or a lifetime. I feel like you're unsure of whether you can trust this group of people anymore, or this one person, take it as it resonates, or this job. Do you really work for an employer who is ethical? And it's all of those questions. When the Seven of Swords comes up with the Two of Swords, it's like I'm feeling deceived or something's off. They're concealing something from me. Somebody's not telling me something, and I need to make a decision right now is about what I'm going to do. And I think you're making a big decision for your life. It's like you have, I want to say that this energy here, we've got this, like we've got blues and purples and pinks. It's like your third eye is beginning to open. You're getting downloads from the universe. Like it feels like you're going through some sort of an awakening, or you're beginning to see things clearer. We have the Hermit. So for some of you, it could be that something is being concealed from you in your pentacle world. It could be your job. It could be one of your jobs. Maybe you have two. But it feels like it's almost like living a lie. Like I'm living a lie. Like this isn't really what I want to do. This is an illusion. It's not really what I want to do with my life. It feels like there's some really big, deep conversations you're having with yourself in hermit mode. That you know that there's some decisions that you got to make, because the people around you do not have your best interest at heart. Yeah, and you've waited for long enough. You've given them enough time to catch up. You've given the job enough time to give you the raise. You know what I mean? It feels like you're sort of at the end of the line here. It's like Seven of Pentacles. I've waited a long time, and it's time that I do something myself. We've got 7 and 2 Pentacles is 9. You find the courage to do something. In hermit mode, you find that courage. Tell me about the 6 of Cups. So you're holding on still to some sort of a soulmate or deep soul connection here, possibly a last life connection. And I think you're about ready to let go of it, because I think it is also one of the things that is keeping you held back, the 6 of Swords, right? It's also one of the things that's holding you back, is that you're hanging on to something that possibly does not belong to you. We have the Lovers. Yeah. So I want to say that it feels like you are probably in separation with someone. You're hanging on to this soulmate connection still, Pisces. And I feel like you're at a point by the end of the year. I think one of your, maybe not a resolution, but one of the things that you're going to clear out at the end of the year, I feel, is your need to be connected or to hope for some sort of a soulmate connection that is possibly back here somewhere. I think that this soulmate connection might be one of the connections that you have to get rid of, because soulmates, some of them have not done the work. They may feel like a soulmate, but they may crash and burn in your life because they haven't done the work. And that's what this feels like here. Yeah, and it worries you, because I think that you're going to have to let go of it for stability's sake, because there is somebody here who's not giving you any stability. It might be a group of people. It might be a soulmate. Take it as it resonates. Why are you stuck? Let's look at the 6 of Swords. Something in your head about romance, something about love or romance. You want to fight for a connection. You want to fight for an emotional connection. We have the Sun. It could be with a Leo. It could be with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Taurus here. We have Scorpio, Sagittarius, Leo. I think you have to have the courage to see something, Pisces. Yeah, the strength is here. And I feel like you have to have the courage to see it before you can make any changes, before you can get unstuck. It feels like you have to have the courage to see something. And it has to do with the Knight of Cups. It has to do with some sort of a romantic connection that you are currently not connected to, but holding on to. What is the thing that Pisces needs to have the courage to see? That the King of Swords is in the reverse. I think you're failing to see the facts. I think you're failing to see the logic. Yeah. I think that right now you're failing to see the logic in it. And what I want to say is that I'm not saying that you're illogical, but I want to say that with the Two of Swords, it's a decision that you're making of someone who's deceiving you. You're making a decision. You've waited too long for this soulmate connection that you're holding on to. And the Ten of Swords tells me you're about to let it go just for stability's sake. And I think that what you don't see are the facts. And so those facts are going to be different for all of you. Maybe the facts are you haven't heard from them in 10 years or 20 years. Maybe the facts are, you know, they're probably not coming back, and it's time just to let them go. Because if whatever is meant for you never passes you by, then the truth of the matter is that this connection will show up when it's supposed to, not when you want it to. It's like watching water boil, right? It takes forever. Yeah. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles, please. There it is. The Ace of Pentacles is the King of Cups, who we think saw on the bottom. Yeah, there he is, right? You don't see the King of Cups coming, right? I feel like the King of Cups is coming with some sort of an offer. Now look, the King of Cups is one that's grown, right? It's a king. Somebody who's grown up. Someone who's not going to play games. Someone who is emotionally honest with you. They're not going to play games. They're willing to work on the connection. They want an investment here with you. Could be someone who's Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. And it feels like this person may have broken your heart, or maybe there were harsh words between you, or it's disappointing. It's disappointing that the King of Cups hasn't come to work on it by now. But I think the King of Cups is coming forward to work on it. But I think you just don't see it because the moon is here. Tell me about Temperance. Yeah, somebody's coming back. It's a friend. And I was saying friend or lover here, right? But there is a friend here who's about on their way back. The Eight of Cups. Pardon me. This friend feels like there may be competition that they're dealing with here. I feel like there's somebody who's also in indecision. It's like the moment of alchemy that you two come together to talk about something. That's what it feels like. That I think that the king is your friend. Someone who could be possibly a water sign. I feel like this king is your friend, and this person is someone that you feel a soulmate connection with. But there's nothing here that indicates anyone's in love. Yeah, it feels like somebody here has like changed their mind and they're about to come back here. There it is, the Tower. Tell me what's in the Tower. So it's an upheaval and a change. It's a moment of alchemy. Temperance is here. We've not got Scorpio here as well. Yeah, it's going to bring balance. What? What? Look at this. Look at that. The Emperor and the Empress are going to they're going to get karmic balance together. So I want to say that if you're thinking about letting this soulmate connection go, it almost feels like you let it go and that's what brings it in. It's like you finally decide you're going to let go of that energy and not allow it to hold you back. Because the Four of Pentacles is also about being shut down or closed off. And so it feels like you need to end it, right? The Ten of Swords here, you need to end that energy in order to be able to move forward to a soulmate, like to the one who's chosen for you. So there is another soulmate connection, Pisces, one that is not serving you, whether it's a friend or a lover. And you need to, that's one of the ones that needs to come to an end here. And when you end that, you end up getting blessed by the universe. Because you needed, the only thing is that your soul room was full, right? So Charlie always shows me a room full of souls and somebody opens the door and some people slip out, and you're not supposed to be a traffic cop. You're supposed to allow energies to leave rather than hanging on to them. And when you do, comes this. The Emperor and the Empress are going to get balance, and it's about to materialize. Who are we talking about? Pisces, who are we talking about? Let's find out some details about you and them. So this is the end of the year. I'm just going to say, so this is somebody who I feel comes back probably the last week of December, last 2 weeks of December. Something is going to materialize. Somebody might call you for a drink. This person's also healed. They're also in hermit mode. So this is someone who isn't currently dating. They're not a person who hoops and hollers at the bar. This person is within, trying to heal themselves as well. Your person could be a Scorpio, Pisces. We have twin flame energy. The king and the queen are the ultimate match, right? They are mirroring each other. And the plight of the emperor is that he needs to choose an empress who is someone who truly is in balance of their energy, or he could be in fear of being overthrown by the empress, right? It's happened in history before. We've got business owners. So your twin could be a business owner, a Scorpio. Yeah, by the end of the year, that's what we're talking about, right? Then we have Aquarius, so someone who's highly intelligent or someone who has Aquarius energy. Aquarius is like the least, how can I say, there's much fewer Aquarius energies on the earth than there is every other energy. It's very rare. So we have a younger masculine here, someone who could have an Aquarius placement. Doesn't have to, but someone who might be younger than you. We have, for some of you, it's in the next 6 months. This person automatically feels familiar. We're dealing with probably an older or a younger masculine. Take it as it resonates. We've got someone with light eyes who could be an earth sign as well. They could have earth. We've got air. We already knew that though. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, Pisces. If you are interested in a private read, please look below in the description. You'll find everything that you need in order to be able to get a reading over at Wizio. Love you guys. I'm out for now. Thank you. Bye-bye.